Mr. Perkins, but I figured that you would want to see... Well done, Gru. Rather impressive. Now, the rest of the plan is simple. Now would probably be a good time to look for other employment options. You know, I have fired up my resume, as I suggested all of you do as well. What is it? Can't you see that I'm in the middle of a pep talk?
Alright, I had a request for someone to see my bee Vagans that just molted a little while ago. She's been doing very well, and this is her right here. She's a very, very sweet tarantula. I do recommend these if you like Brachypalmas. They're very inexpensive, very easy to keep, and they're great eaters. They have very good attacks if you like that sort of thing. They don't grow as fast as you might think if you look at their adult size. They you know, the Brachypalmas, they grow a little slow. This one actually has been growing the least amount per molt in size, besides my Alba Pelosum and my painted redleg, the B. Amelia. The B. Amelia seems to gain somewhere in between those three. The Alba Pelosum seems to grow a little bit faster, but the B. Amelia actually is in pre-molt a lot more than she is not. I mean, my specimen is around 2.5 inches, maybe 3 inches long, and I wouldn't say she's 3 inches. I would say around 2.5 inches. She is in pre-molt as we speak, and she's been in pre-molt for about a month now. And the last time she was in pre-molt, before she molted, she went on as far as I think it was 2.5 months, almost 3 months, and for that size, it's pretty impressive. I mean, she won't eat. She's the biggest faster out of all my teas. The Amelia eats less than any of them, but she's one of my favorites and doing all right. But this is the bee Vagans. Her name is Fire, and she's been doing great after her molt, and lucky to have her. I love her. Like my Brachypalmas, I hope to get more soon. But she's been doing great. While I'm at it, I thought I would give you a quick look at my P. Cancerides, Haitian brown bird eater. This is Raven. And she's been getting huge after each molt. She's normally hiding. She doesn't always come out. She's as Cancerides go, she's not as bad as I've seen some like John's. John 3800's Cancerides. She's not as bad, but she's still young. She has her days, but for the most part, she's alright. I mean, I don't really like to do anything. Whoop, there we go. They're lightning fast for Cancerides, but you know, their prey gets in there, it's gone in a blink of an eye. If you want to film them, you really have to set the tripod up or keep the camera on them, because you'll miss it. But I mean, she's awesome. I mean, I'm very cautious of her. I don't go in there without making sure she's aware that I'm about to go in there, and if I do any maintenance, I make sure she has some food in her mouth or she's well fed, because she does get mad and angry, and she'll attack the water if I don't be careful. She has attacked my tongs plenty of times. She doesn't throw a lot of threat postures. She'll just lunge out, do her thing, and then she'll kind of just run away. So I haven't really seen her hold a threat posture, maybe a couple of times. But for the most part, she's alright. I mean, she's not too bad. definitely one of my meaner ones, but for the most part, she's cool. She just sits in here and does her thing. Whoop, there she goes. But, she's really done a number in her enclosure. She turned this dirt inside out, and just out of one day, she just decided to remodel in here, which is alright. If that's the way she likes it, that's the way she likes it. I'm not going to bother her, I can tell you that. Alright. Alright, I have another tea here who's been wandering about. A Geniculata, giant white knee. This is Scarlet, the one I just molted a while ago. And she's getting very big. I think I've had her for about, it'll be a year, I guess, in March or April, somewhere around in there. I bought her as a 1/2 inch, and she's around 3.5 inches right now. Somewhere around in there. She's been growing pretty well. She's been doing great. Eats like a beast. Couldn't wait for her to get the black and white contrasts on there. Black and white are my two favorite colors. I gravitate towards these color patterns, which is why I like my pokies. Most of them have the black, white, tan, brown colors on them. This is awesome tea here. Her hairs give me a little trouble sometimes when I deal with it. I mean, she doesn't even have to kick. I don't know what it is, but I know later today, my hands are going to be itching. For some reason, her hairs give me a little trouble. But she's not a hair kicker. I don't think I've ever seen her kick any hairs. But she's been doing great. Alright, here's a good look at my Pulchripes, the Choco Golden Knee. She's not quite showing all her adult colors yet. You can see the stripings on the knees, but they're not quite yellow yet. She's not even really that dark brown or black that they typically get. She's still a little muted as far as her adult colors go, but she's still a juvenile. Got her as I want to say a 1/2 inch, maybe a little under a 1/2 inch, and got her last March. And her name's Brownie. This one's one of my favorite teas. I love golden knees. Definitely one of the ones I want to get more of. She's a little skittish. Can be mean sometimes. She really doesn't like to be messed with too much. And she's one of the ones I have to be careful of because she's fast and she'll come darting out of the enclosure in a hurry if I'm not careful. Vicious eater. Eats very well. Never seen her fast, never seen her not eat. She'll take down worms, crickets. She's always eating. I remember she used to burrow like crazy when I first got her. For a while there I didn't even see her. She would burrow and not come up for a couple weeks. And I always liked her because she always thought she was bigger than she actually was. Or she actually is. She always had a demeanor about her that she was the big girl on the block, even though she was teeny tiny and still one of my smallest tarantulas. Growth rate very, 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 very slow. Grow like molasses. But they're a fun tea if you like raising these types. Very easy to take care of. Only problems I ever have with her is she can be skittish, and doing maintenance in there without taking her out can be a pain in the ass. But other than that, she's not too bad.